In 2017 Accord, to 13 to 17 is the same. 2.4 liter engine, 4-cylinder. So the customer said the check engine light was on previously, and then it started to hesitate, meaning check engine was on prior to this issue. So check engine light started flashing, and it was hesitating, losing power. So we're gonna assume misfire somewhere. Let's press in the Honda for this baby. So, okay, we got a catalytic converter. Let's look at the next code. Whoa, what did I do? Okay. Catalytic converter below threshold. Catalytic converter, catalytic converter. So, okay, so we did see a misfire. So the last time I scanned, it was cylinder 3 misfire. We're not gonna pay attention to that catalytic converter because the check engine light flashed, it came on and off, and then the car was smooth. It had a code for cylinder 3 misfire also, and then it went away. So something happened in between that it fixed itself. So we're gonna determine cylinder 3 misfire, new plugs, and new 1 coil for cylinder 3. Let's go under the hood. Okay guys, so you guys saw the codes. I'm gonna reset that at the end of the video. So you do have to reset once it's all done. So as I spoke, it's confusing. So I spoke with the customer. He said the check engine light was on, and when it started to shake, it was flashing also. So that tells me there was a misfire. So cylinder 3 misfire we have. So he must have had a catalytic converter below threshold prior to that. So we're not touching that. So we got ignition coil here, part number right there, and STI. That's the only coil I could get. We got spark plugs, Denso. That's some good stuff there, so get yourself good plugs. Anyways, let me take this out of the box and I'll show you, and then we'll start the job. And as I go along, you will see each tool that I use, and I will also post up. I do tighten everything by my hand because experience. Even if I torque it, I'll go back and tighten with my hand because I like to feel my hand better than the good mechanic knows his stuff, you know. Anyways, I'll give you the specs, and I will give you tools and everything as we go along. Here we are. This is gonna take a 14mm socket. I'm gonna get that. The spark plug gap has to be 0.044 of an inch. Okay, and the spec is about 14 foot-pounds torque spec. I will confirm that. And here's our coil. Anyways, let's start this job and start doing this immediately. So we're gonna start off by removing this cover. Sometimes these bolts, if you just spin and they don't come out, that means the person previously have damaged. I'm gonna show you what he has damaged. Just let me get this cover out of here. Okay, just like that. I like to take this and just put it to the side. So once we have the plug side, you cannot drop anything. So try not to put any bolts on the top. So if those bolts keep spinning, usually this will free play right here. Then you're gonna have to kind of, I don't know, squeeze this or put some glue in there. I don't know. I had one car where I had to break the whole cover off. Anyways, coils, got 10mm bolts. Very simple and easy. I'm gonna take all 4 of these out of here and I'll put it on top of the battery. It's fine there. So ignition coil, keep them in order. Okay, let's go back to cylinders, okay? This is cylinder 1, P0301. This is cylinder 2, P0302. This is cylinder 3, P0303. This is cylinder 4, P0304. They're in order starting from the belt side. So we got cylinder 3 misfire, which is this. So mark that X on that and get rid of that coil. Okay, just like, I'm gonna just throw it to the side right now. Okay, there's no tests I'm doing, so because it's not even misfiring no more. So to take out the connector, you just push this back a little bit inward so the connector can go reach out there, and then you squeeze and this will come out. Because if you try to just squeeze and take out, it might not lift out. These came out pretty good, so I like to keep them all in order. So if you see any oil in there, that's also going to be a problem. So I'm going to leave this one with my connector just like that. Don't have to take that one out. So if you see oil in there, that means your valve cover gasket is shot. So let me get the socket for the spark plugs now. Okay, now I'm gonna come around. So we got a 14mm socket made by Snap-on, deep socket. So we're gonna turn this guy counterclockwise. We're gonna turn this guy counterclockwise. I'm gonna turn him counterclockwise. And I'm gonna turn him counterclockwise. So this is a job for a professional technician. If you're gonna go to a street mechanic, they can do it, but I wouldn't recommend. I've seen those silly mechanics pack up their bag after they blow something and then they leave, you know. You go to a dedicated shop or you do yourself, follow the instructions, just be careful. And some things are just very important, like catching the threads before anything. And okay, so they all should be loose. Okay, to take these plugs out, what you can do is use your coil and kind of fish that plug out. Okay, it might not be loose all the way. You know what, I'll just get a magnet because I was gonna do it with the coil. That didn't work, but I'm sure if you spend a little bit of time, it will come out very easy. Make sure you have a magnet and there's no dirt and debris in front of it, because if anything falls, you're in trouble. So these plugs didn't look so bad, but we had to change because of the misfire. So I need to loosen that last one a little bit more. There you go. So usually there's nothing wrong with the plugs. Plugs can be a cause, but mostly it's ignition coil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our new plugs. Okay, to check gapping, if you don't have a tool at home, okay, to check the gap on these, you take a flathead screwdriver, skinny one like that, and it should fit right in between, just like that, each one. You gotta check, okay, at least look at it. They all look the same, because sometimes the box drops. This did have like a plastic sleeve to protect on it. These are like pre-gapped. And no need to put any anti-seize on it, because these are some type of coated, and I don't believe in that. And I mean, I don't believe in that putting anti-seize on it, because it's already coated with some type of shiny nickel metal, whatever it is they put on. Okay, once you put the plugs in slowly, don't just throw them in there either. Put them in slowly, like I use my finger to get it all the way down there. After that, I am gonna slowly turn these, or fastly, as long as I know I caught the thread. And after that, torque spec, just Google it. I think it's 14 or 13 or 14 foot-pound. And no need to worry about that, okay? You can quickly put in a 2000, this is a 2017 Honda Accord, 2.4 liter engine, and type in what is the torque spec for spark plugs, and it will give you the torque specs. And there you go. I got them all in there. Okay, now it's time for me to tighten these. So like I said, I am confident with my arm, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, notice how I'm putting my hand on the ratchet here, because if I do that, it will break the plug from the top. There you go, that's perfectly good. That's perfectly good. And that's perfectly good. Now onto the last one here. Okay, there you go. Gonna go back in, double check. That's to give myself the security that I did double check them. If you leave your plugs loose, what's gonna happen is a lot of things. It's probably gonna damage the block and everything, but you don't want to do that. So we're gonna put the coils back in order. One, let's take that last one right now, drop it in there. Okay, the reason I'm doing that is because it's easier to catch the connector while it's up high. And same thing here. Okay, So the last one we can just do on our own. So this thing does sit right here, and this thing does click kind of right here. To take this out, you just push this tab forward, and this comes up. So make sure that's aligned. So the new coil is gonna go right there. This is the new coil for cylinder 3. And let me see if I can get the connector for that one. There you go, perfect, love it. Time to get my 4 bolts. You know what, let me give the camera a break. Okay, gave the camera a 2-minute break. So we're back. 4 bolts. You want to catch the threads to these. First. Okay, that's not right where it's sitting at. Kind of be like, gotta be like right there. So this is kind of awkward position for this one right here. And the harness is kind of about, there you go. So these are like 3 foot-pounds, no more than that. Hand gentle tap with my electric tool is just gonna do the job. And that's exactly what I want. What is going on here? There you go. So simple tap. There you go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. And it's time for us to put the cover on, which goes just like this right here. Okay, these also, you gotta catch the threads on these, okay? Yeah, lucky me, it's right there. Get yourself a deep socket, don't use the short one, okay? So you get a better handling. So a couple of threads, there you go. There you go. It's a pretty simple job. I did this within 10 minutes, and that's on the camera. This could have been done within 5 minutes. So small tap, small tap, small tap, small tap, and small tap. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and then make sure to reset the light. And that's how you do spark plugs and ignition coil, fix the misfire on this baby. Thank you for watching my video. So once you're all done, you don't need to reset this. So we're gonna just press the razor button there. So if you want the scan tool, this is EECR1A, made by Blue Point. You could get it from the Snap-on truck. And we're gonna just press reset, and our check engine light should go off. It did. Okay, usually it won't be off like that till you start it. So I like to take out the key, put it back in, and there we have it. All right, perfect. Thank you for watching my video, and bye-bye.